All right, bro. If it's not going through, it's not going through. I'm low on storage because of a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna bore you with, but it's some upcoming videos. Anyways, so first order of business. All right, so we got everything set up here. So welcome back, and we're gonna do a Naruto what if. What if Naruto was a battle junkie, right? So, God forbid my audio is recording because I'm not sure if it is or isn't. Anyways, what if he was a battle junkie? I'm not the best at Naruto what ifs. This is my first few actual what ifs, and I've tried to do better with the styling. So hopefully you like these longer videos, and you also like the music in the background. Is there anything I can improve on? Let your boy know. Blah blah blah. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with Naruto being a young one, right, bro? We're gonna say he's about 4. The village, and I will be moving fairly fast to get through over like most of the stuff. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. So your boy Naruto, right? 4 years old, you know, village hates him, right? This is how I'm gonna use this to make him a battle junkie. He's gonna get jumped by the villagers, like they're on demon timing, okay? So what ends up happening is they start beating on bro, and bro head, like it's almost like he's got like a madness quirk, like on my other channel, right? They eventually get fed up to the point where they're just like trying to kill him, but they don't win, right? Naruto's trying to run away, and then he sees Enko, and Enko's like, what the fuck is a kid doing here, right? And you know Naruto's pissed, right? Because he's like, bro, don't send me back to those people, right? And he's got some of the Kyuubi's chakra, like instead of his eyes being like blue, the purple, because he got a little bit but not much, and that's just the Kyuubi trying to heal him, bro. And so what ends up happening is Naruto ends up getting caught by Enko. Enko throws him to the mob, and Naruto loses his shit, right? He gets beat on, but in the midst of him getting beat on, he fights back. Like his mental snaps, bro. His blood starts pumping even more than what it was. His adrenaline starts kicking in, and he just starts to feel endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, like all these, maybe not serotonin, but all these good like chemicals are going off in his brain. If y'all have seen OG Baki, like the first part when Baki was a kid, it's kind of like that when he was pushing him, like it's a runner's high, right? And he's just like, yes, and like he's losing his shit, right? He's like, let's go, let's do this. And then he just gets up, bro, and like for a very brief period of time, he just tells Kyuubi like, hey bro, you gonna give me some of your chakra right now? And he just grabs the nigga by his nose, but like not really, because he's like 5, bro, or like 4. Like he got tiny hands. He's like, give me this chakra. He starts eating on it, bro. He's like, yeah, that's that good stuff. And like he just starts like yoking out, bro. He just releases some killer intent from the Kyuubi, and he starts talking like the Kyuubi just to like make his voice deeper. He's like, oh, you thought you were gonna take me down, the strongest demon to ever live? I am the reincarnation of destruction. I am destruction personified. You shall know my might. And he's just releasing killer intent, bro. And like some of the villagers back up, but some of the ninjas like, I knew it. The beast is. He pulls up on that dude and just gone. And then he like pulls up on a couple of these other villagers, bro. Boom, boom. And he's like, he looks them all in their eyes, bro. And like, if y'all seen Hunter x Hunter, which I love how I always make references, but if y'all seen Hunter x Hunter, you know when that one dude was experiencing like true nin or like true power, and how like that bug or the chimera ant aged so rapidly? That's what happened to some of these villagers, bro. And he said, I'm gonna let y'all live with this fear. And he just left. Some time passes. Actually, hold on, let me check this real quick. Pause. All right. Now for y'all, it was a quick little cut, but for me, I had to look it up. I had to make sure I had the dates right. Anyways, let's get it. So after he does that, no one really says anything about that, because like it was such a brief moment of like a very low spike of Kyuubi chakra, and like no one really said it, that we're knowing this for the sake of the plot, okay? Let's make it make sense, all right? So what ended up happening now is Naruto begins to train, and he's actually training in earnest. Not saying he didn't prior, but he's like being resourceful. This is similar to what if Naruto was a solo, was a solo team, something like that. So he starts training for like the next few years. This is a good little bit before the, like we'll say it's a year before the massacre. He's training, he's learning different types of jutsus. And we're also going to say that he befriends Kurama a lot early on in canon, but there's gonna be a little difference. He's not even on some like, oh, I'm gonna make you my friend because of the friendship bullshit. Nah, he's just like, listen, big dog, I didn't ask to be here. You didn't ask to be here. So tell me what you know. He don't really even ask. He just kind of demands, but like not like a rude, mean way, if that makes any sense. If y'all get what I mean. He's just like, I need power. You got it. Fuck with me. He's like, nah, I'm gonna kill you. And like he throws his little cloud, and Naruto's just looking at him like, do you think I would be scared of you? You do know you're in my space, right? And he would just be like, that cage isn't there for you, to protect you from me. It's, you know what I'm trying to say. And so, you know, I'm gonna call him Nine Tails. Nine Tails is basically like, damn, this kid is kind of just like his mom. So the Nine Tails proceeds to tell him like ways that he can train his body and ways that he could like use chakra and who his parents was, the fourth Hokage, Kirishima, holy god, no. His mom, I don't know her name, and all this good jazz, right? So he's getting all this information early on, and he's like, all right, cool. So he learns about chakra control, street climbing. He learns, you know, some basic taijutsu, because the fox should know a good bit of stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure the fox does know like a good bit of like different stuff that he could tell Naruto. So we're gonna say that he's pretty strong. He was 4, so we're gonna say about 5 that he does all this training, and it won't be that hard for him to get good gains because the Nine Tails can heal him. So he would just do basic stuff, heal up, and then proceed to do it. On top of him being Uzumaki, having good stamina, and his dad had very good chakra reserves. So there would be no reason for your boy not to be like pretty strong, even for just a year of training. Also, since he's out training, he has to train in like weird spots. And he heard that Uchiha is pretty strong, so he pulls up on these dudes, right? He's like, yeah, train me. And they're just like, get away. And, you know, they don't like him for obvious reasons. And they actually actively try to avoid him anytime he tries to say, spar with me. He doesn't even do it in like the normal, like Naruto-esque being loud. He's just like, hey, you want to throw some good hands? I need practice. And they're just like, no, because like they already got enough stigma as it is, right? Where it's like they started they're the reason the Nine Tails did what it was because of the Sharingan and all that. So they don't want Naruto being like a catalyst for more infighting. But Shisui and Itachi see this and they train with bro, right? So Itachi's, you know, he trains with them every so often, but Shisui, he's the main one training with bro, right? And Shisui is like, you know, telling him this and that, how to do this and that. And we're gonna say he learns the flying thunder god. Now the reason I'm gonna say he learns this is because 1, plot, and 2, I think it would be fair, right? If he's able in canon to be able to sneak around and like get around people, or even steal the scroll that early on, I think he'll learn that. He would also learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and he would also learn that it does what it does, like information and stuff like that. So with him learning all this, his time training with Shisui when he's not on mission is so much more effective and so much more better. Okay? Now, we're gonna have it to where he's doing that training, and then we're gonna have another time skip. But this time, Naruto isn't really in the orange and stuff. He's got more of an outfit, kind of like reminiscent of Shisui, but like not exactly. And instead of having like the Uchiha crest, it's like, you know, the Uzumaki, the little whirlpool and stuff, right? Just like an homage where it's like, I know where I come from, because Shisui told him some things. He wasn't able to get too much information, but something's better than nothing. Now that happens, this is going to be starting to be around the time when the clan starts getting fucked up, right? And Naruto is trying to help, right? But we're gonna say that when Shisui was getting attacked, Naruto figured out that his ability works 2 ways. Like he upgraded it to where it works both back and forth, but not the way you're thinking. He's able to send signals to the singular kunai or chakra point, wherever the tag decides to be at. Now, the reason I'm going to say this works is because Naruto is able to do very good with just a little bit of training, right? He trained with Jiraiya for a little bit. He learned the Rasengan. Yes, it was a bad, but still, he was able to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu without much training, a few hours, and he learned a really strong jutsu. So I think he's able to learn a couple of stuff like this fairly quickly with the right resources and the right mind. And since he's not like naive, where he's just like, I'll become Hokage so everyone acknowledges me, even though throughout the series, people were actively acknowledging him already. So he's not as idealistic as he was in the past. He's a little more aware of like, we gotta fight, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. So that's the justification on that end. Now, what happens is Shisui is sending out a signal saying, I'm in trouble, I need help. So what Naruto does is he immediately teleports over, but in all the smoke, he doesn't say Naruto's name, he just says, cover your presence. And basically what that means, it's like code. We'll just say they speak in code, and all he's saying is you need to like, make sure you don't let them know who you are, right? So what is happening is he does this, right, with the swiftness. He changes into some like random shinobi or like a random Uchiha he's seen before. He looks up and he says, Danzo, what is he doing here? And this is gonna prevent Danzo from getting bro's eye. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because Danzo never really uses this in canon that I'm aware of, unless it's off screen or like in one of those like books that are not like main canon. So why would Shisui lose those eyes? But he still gets poisoned, okay? So now what happens is Deku, I might be calling Naruto Deku, so don't like look at me crazy. So what is happening now is they teleport out with the swiftness, right? They're gone. Danzo's like, find them and bring me his eyes immediately. Yes, Lord Danzo. And then they scatter out. Naruto takes him out real far away, bro. Like on the like outer border of the village, bro. And he pulls up, and we'll just say some time passes, because I think this all happens relatively in the same point in time, if I'm not mistaken. So some time passes after, Naruto's actively like using his teleportation to like minimize his presence. So he's like, he only got so many. So he's just like throw it, teleport to it, throw it, and keeps doing this. And he has the chakra for it. So after this, after they get to a safe haven that's far away from the village, he makes a couple of shadow clones, put them in hinges, and have them all scattered out. He has them as some rabbits, some bears, and all that type of stuff to like make sure no one, pulls up on them. And he's like, what's going on? And Shisui's coughing up blood, bro. That poison he put, it's stronger than I thought. All right, look, Naruto, I'm gonna explain the truth to you. Naruto's like, oh, what you mean? He tearing up a little bit. Just because he a battle junkie, bro, don't mean he's still not a kid, bro. He went from no one fucking with him to like one person fucking with him and like occasionally Itachi, bro. So he puts bro in a genjutsu, right? And bro don't know he in a genjutsu, but now he knows, right? So the first genjutsu he puts him on, right? He can actually see it. He's like, listen, I'm gonna explain to you how, explain his whole life, explain how all his abilities work, and explain all the techniques and stuff he knows, right? And Naruto is just like, wait, why are you telling me all this? And Shisui's laughing because he's like, don't worry about it. Well, also, I do need to tell you something about Itachi. Big bro Itachi? Whoa. Or he might have like some like Japanese nickname like little bro Itachi or something like that, because like Itachi's older brother is Shisui in the sense of how the relationship it is, and since he's getting directed by Shisui, they might have like a little nickname or something for him, right? So what ended up happening is they talk about Itachi for a little bit, and he's like, yeah, this is what really going on. Danzo is the reason this is happening, because he kind of forced Itachi's hand when I was trying to use my jutsu to stop the clan. And Danzo was the only one providing answers. Like, blood's coughing up. Danzo was the only one that made sense, but there had to be another way. But Itachi kind of wasn't viewing it in that same light per se. It was either this or the alternatives. And Itachi would rather kill the whole clan and let his brother live than take the chance of the whole clan dying and his brother dying. And he's like, wait, that was stupid. We could have just, I know, but what is done is done. This is the shinobi world that we live in. Naruto is fuming, bro. He's just like boiling with anger. It's more like you see the QB chakra coming out too. He's like, this is stupid. Why? And he's like, it's okay. But listen, you can carry my will of fire for me. And Naruto's like, wait, what? How would I do that? And then he activates another genjutsu. Always survive. Never doubt yourself. And it's just like a list of like different things, bro. And if you're ever about to die, don't, right? So what happened here is like Naruto doesn't know he got put under there, right? And Shisui takes him out of the genjutsu. Only like a few seconds pass, okay? And during this point in time, Shisui always let Naruto know that Itachi's probably telling his brother to hate me or hate him, and go deep into your hatred, and then you'll be able to beat me. But Naruto, by the time Naruto comes out of genjutsu, he already has Shisui's eyes or whatever, and he sees like the knife, like he sees a knife in his hand, and he's like, wait, no, what's going on? Wait, Shisui, why did you do this? Shisui starts to laugh. Don't worry, Naruto, this was part of my plan. He said, no. Wait, how do you have Sharingans and I have? What's going on? And this is a series of genjutsus within genjutsus, right? Okay, I'm lying. I figured out how I wanted to do this, and I'm correcting it now, okay? What happened, right, was Shisui, before all this happened, he had a backup plan, right? We're gonna have a flashback. Shisui said, all right, on the off chance that I do die, he do have Naruto. So what he did was he ended up taking the eyes of one of like his parents, siblings, or whatever, and let's just say they were sick or something to make him still a good character. It doesn't really matter. What ended up happening was, during the time that Naruto was running and stuff, Shisui got these eyes ready, and they were just base Sharingan, right? 3 Toma. And as this is happening, he was able to slip these eyes onto Naruto without him knowing, because we're just gonna say that the genjutsu that he's able to use are super strong, or Naruto isn't really too responsive to genjutsus. And during this point in time, the QB was like, what are you doing? And he's like, hey, calm down. Trust me, I'm helping him. He's gonna be the one that's able to change the ninja world. And he's like, very well then, those eyes, just like Madara Uchiha. And he's like, don't worry. So Naruto really didn't notice this. Also, he wouldn't have noticed because he learned how to sense chakra throughout the surrounding area without actually seeing. So he wasn't really paying attention to like his visual sight being taken, or the fact that his shit was getting enhanced too. He wasn't really privy to none of this. He was just so focused on doing what he was doing, and on top of like genjutsu preventing this, Shisui was right there. He was ready to protect him, but he knew nobody was nearby. He was a prodigy of prodigies, right? Flashback ends. So Naruto's eyes, right, become the Megekyo. And if y'all want, do me a solid, and if y'all want them to have like a fan-made ability or a fan-made type Sharingan ability that's never been seen before, let me know. I'll look some up and we'll get that going, but I digress. So what ended up happening is Shisui plucks his eyes out and implants both of them into Naruto, and the QB is quick with it. Naruto's like trying to stop him, Shishui's stronger, and then the QB starts healing the eyes immediately. And then Shisui starts wrapping bandages around his eyes and tightening it. He's like, no, Sensei, no, wait. He said, don't worry. when you reawake, or when you reawake from your slumber and stuff, you'll be able to see the world in a new light. Remember, Naruto. And then all the stuff Shish was repeating. Don't die, become stronger, never give up, always find the best path, and like all this other stuff, right? And so with these words repeating, do what you can, be better, don't let the hatred get to you, find your ninja way. All of these words are echoing in Naruto's mind. As all of this is happening, he's crying and screaming and pleading for Shisui to don't leave me. But Shisui put a seal on the little cabin that we was in. And he walks out and he leaves his sword. So we'll just say he has like 2 kunais or something. And like there's a couple of like random Ambu that pulled up and said, Shisui of the body flicker, we got you. What happened to us eyes? And Shisui, without saying another thing, flickers over to them and says, don't worry about it. You won't live long to see what happens. And then that's where it would cut off with him, and then would have a cut on to where Itachi is just like with his eyes. Hate me, little brother. Your hatred isn't strong enough. Maybe you need to see our parents die again and again and again. And then he's like, no, Mom, Dad, and then this repeats, and we'll have some time later, right? Sasuke finally pulls up, right? He pulls up to school all emo, even though he had his whole clan killed and had to watch it. But he pulls up and he's just like, he stops smiling, bro. He's like, Itachi. And then everyone's like, well, dang, Naruto and Sasuke has been missing school. And no one says it, but it's like, damn, after the clan got massacred, what happened? Some people said they did swear they seen Naruto with Shisui, so maybe he's taking it some type of way. And Naruto is just reliving not the inherent fact of like he felt like he killed his like, mentor, his best friend type kind of like stuff, but he's just like reliving it, bro. It's like he's in this perpetuated state, but like at the same time, every time he's about to yield, the genjutsu activates, right? And it's just like, don't give up, stay strong, keep fighting. And then Naruto gets up, takes the bands off his face, and you see a new Sharingan pattern. We can make a fan-made one. It doesn't matter. I think that'd be kind of cool. And he takes it off, and he just like, and like with eyes that are like burning a certain color or something. We can even say they're blue. It doesn't matter. That's where y'all get to decide it. And his eyes are just anew, and he's just like, Shisui, I will never give up. I will never waver, and I'll find my ninja path. And he proceeds to train the day away, and that's where we're gonna end this off. Hopefully you liked it. And all that other good stuff. If you got any suggestions, let your boy know. Do y'all like this style? Do y'all prefer something different? Because I can always do it to where, I have just a thumbnail. And I just have like, some other shit like the thumbnail, music background, call it one. Or do y'all prefer more of this with the music in the background? Just let me know.